All right, we're back at Eek Comic Pop Fest here in St. Albert, Alberta. So this is Nica, and that's right?
Yes.
I pronounced that right? Okay, good. And I just have a couple questions for you, if that's all right.
Looks like a few, but all right.
That's, yeah, a little bit more than a few even. So how long have you been cosplaying for?
I've been cosplaying for about 3 years, but I've been modeling for an additional 6.
Oh wow, so you're in there, you're right into
I
it.
know what I'm doing.
Oh, see that, good
Especially
for you.
in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's great. So why do you cosplay?
I went to a con one day, my friend told me to pick a costume, and I got hooked.
What con was that?
It was the first Edmonton one at the Northlands.
Okay.
So it was not too big, and then we went to the Calgary one the following 6 months, and that was the beginning of a very expensive hobby.
That's how it starts, you guys. Do you make all your cosplay yourself?
I do not. I commission some pieces, I make some myself, and I buy some. But I try to make at least one or a few pieces of each so that I put my own touch on them, kind of thing.
What is your favorite cosplay of all the ones that you have?
In what respect?
Well, I mean, any genre, like really comfortableness, I guess, or flashy.
Okay, well, Thor was a very popular one to wear at a con. Apparently Mira looks like Poison Ivy. That's fun. But she was fun to wear. My most comfortable one, what is I think Madam Hydra is my most comfortable. It's a full bodysuit with a wig and holsters, and it's just simple.
Wow.
Super comfy. That's like my long day con kind of one.
That's fair. Yeah, that's good. You gotta be comfortable, right?
Oh, yes.
How many outfits do you have?
That I have made or that I'm...
Altogether, like every one that you own?
Okay, well, I have probably about 25 to 30 on my rack and another 11 that I'm working on.
Oh, wow. So you said that you're working on. How do you decide what you're working on next? Like what gives you the inspiration, or what makes you decide what you're doing next?
I start buying fabric and stuff.
So you just kind of start with a blank canvas, essentially.
I have 11 bags with my partial finished things that I work on a little bit at a time, and hopefully they'll all be done before the end of the year. I made 10 last year.
Oh wow, that's awesome. What was your very first cosplay that you did?
My very first cosplay was the Tana.
Oh, that's awesome. What was your favorite convention that you went and did? Was it the Calgary one you were talking about?
I do like Calgary and Edmonton as a joint. I think the first one that would be my favorite one would probably be my first con that I had my own booth at.
Oh.
Because that was an exciting new thing for me. That would be, I think Edmonton 2013. That would be my first booth experience, which was really fun.
That's pretty sweet. Where are you doing your next cosplay? Like, what's next for you?
I have Princess Celestia, Rarity, Fluttershy, or no, I already did Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Applejack, as well as Rocket Raccoon, Mystique, what is it? Sugar Skull, Ivy, and about 4 to 6 others that I can't remember off the top of my head.
So you're just kind of winging it right now. You're just, whatever's on your mind, I'm going to do that
buying
next.
Pieces as I find them, working on pieces as I find them, getting friends to help me make things that I don't know. Because I'm learning how to sew again. I learned when I was 8. And I made a jumper that was really stupid, and I thought sewing was stupid, and I never needed to know how to sew again in my life. And that was not a good decision because, well, what am I at? 21 years later, it would have been useful to know how to sew.
That's very good advice. Remember that, kids.
So,
Yeah.
that's good.
So is there anything else you'd like to add there, Nica?
Come visit me in Edmonton Expo in September at booth 2015.
Awesome. There you go. We'll probably be there. So.
Hope so.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's enough for one more. You guys. You know, you're gonna say, no. Fine.